Hello everyone, let's discuss the chemistry of airbag. Most modern cars are equipped with airbags that are designed to save lives in head on collision. These airbags are inflated using a chemical reaction. Whenever a car is involved in a crash, there will be decrease in a speed, okay, and will be a sensor inside the car, okay, that will detect the rapid decrease in a speed. Then the sensor will flip a switch. Then the sensor will flip a switch. Okay. That will complete an electric circuit. That electric circuit will send electric signals to a gas generator. To a gas generator. Okay. Now gas generator will get then ignited and will produce temperature up to 300 degrees centigrade. After that chemical reaction occurs, inside the airbag, okay, we have a lot of pellets of sodium azide, that is NaN3 solid. This is the pellet of sodium azide inside the airbag. At temperature approximately equal to 300, the sodium azide, which is highly explosive and poisonous, will get dissociated to form sodium metal and nitrogen gas. Okay. This reaction is very rapid and the gas fills the airbag at a speed of around 150 to 250 miles per hour. So the speed with which this airbag will get filled up is extremely very high. So it takes very little time, approximately 40 millisecond, okay, to completely fill the airbag. Okay. So overall reaction is what? First we have sodium azide. Okay. What is the first reaction? Sodium azide dissociating to sodium metal and nitrogen gas. Sodium azide itself is explosive and it is highly poisonous. Okay, so this is the first reaction that is taking place here. Now, the product of the first reaction we have is sodium. Sodium itself is very explosive. Sodium itself is very explosive. It can explode even with the traces of water. Okay, so we need to convert this sodium, okay, to further a stable compound. For that, we have one more chemicals here, that is potassium nitrate. Potassium nitrate react with the sodium. This is just like an oxidizer that is also used in the gunpowder. It oxidizes the sodium to sodium oxide. Itself changes to potassium oxide and nitrogen gas is again evolved. This is the second reaction. Now again these two products are very reactive and yes harmful. So these are very powerful bases also. So we need to convert this also to a very stable one and we use silica for that. So what we use SiO2, that is sand. This reacts with the SiO2 because SiO2 is acidic in nature and these are what? Basic in nature. So there will be just like acid base reaction and they will convert into a stable silicate, that is Na2SiO3 and K2SiO3. These are the stable silicate that is just like a glass. It is just a glass because glass are basically silicates. And this is also fire resistance, will not burn. So we can say there are three series of reaction that is occurring in that. First, sodium azide is converting to sodium metal and nitrogen gas. Now this nitrogen gas is responsible for filling this air balloon, that is the air bag, okay, with very high speed. It requires only 40 milliseconds to fill it completely, okay. Then other reactions are just to avoid any further explosion, that is we need to convert the sodium to stable compounds. So this reaction converts the sodium to oxide, and then from oxide to silicate formation is very easy. It is just like a acid base reaction. Sodium oxide and potassium oxide react with the SiO2 to form sodium silicate and potassium silicate, that is glass, okay. Yeah, it is glass, and it is in the form of powder. It is in form of powder that will be getting stick to the surface of this airbag, okay. And this powder is what fire resistance, will not burn, and this will be harmless, okay. So it is neither basic nor alkaline, okay, so it is harmless. So that's all about the chemistry of this airbag. Thank you.